Hi there. If you don't know me, my name is Cam, and I make dumb videos on the internet that are totally unimportant. But today, I wanted to talk about something that is pretty important to me, and that's my hero. And my hero is my mom. My mom is the most selfless, courageous person I have ever met in my entire life. She spends all of her time just trying to help other people. She works really hard just to make sure that everybody else is okay. She is the strongest person I have ever met, actually. And I have seen her wake up every morning and put a smile on in the absolute darkest of times. I'll never forget. This is the woman that would, if you, a complete stranger, and her were in some sort of alley and wound up both getting shot in the same place, having the same injury, she would happily bleed out trying to save your life. That's the kind of woman she is. When I say she's my hero, she's the person I look up to every day. Every day when I enter a situation that I'm not really comfortable with, I think about what my mom would do. And so here's a perfect example. My mom's mother, my grandmother, she had become ill and she had to be put in intensive care where she was always with doctors in the hospital and whatnot. And my mom would drive every day 50 minutes both ways just to go see her. She actually got special access from the nursing staff and stuff. They just let her in. They knew her name. They got to know her over the course of, it was a year and a half she was sick. And, she put everything else on the back burner just to make sure that my grandmother was taken care of. She wasn't worried about herself. She was just worried about my grandma's last few moments being special. And that had to be incredibly tough. Through the whole process, my grandmother was slowly starting to lose her mind. Could you imagine going and taking care of someone every single day, and some days you show up and they don't even know who you are, yet you continue to have the resolve to help them, to do what needs to be done in order to take care of them? She's the type of person that can find the good in anything. She's just special, honestly. I'm not particularly religious, but if there was an angel on earth, it would be her. I truly believe she was sent to this world to just help people. She's the type of person that if she sees a stray animal on the street, and it's injured or whatever, she'll stop and take it in. Or if maybe the animal, it had already passed away or something, it messes her up for days. She'll cry about it and never stop thinking about it. She actively tries to avoid bad news because she knows how badly it will affect her, just because she cares so much about everything. And I love her so much. She's my hero. That's why this past week, as many people know, Hurricane Ida has torn through the southern part of Louisiana and some of Florida, and it's where my mom lives. And there was a mandatory evacuation, so her and everybody else who lived down there got out, I hope. But it wasn't until this morning that we really found out exactly how bad things were. Her boss was able to get back into the city, and he went and checked out her house, and he sent this video, and it's completely destroyed. And this isn't the first time either. When I think it was Hurricane Charlie 10 years ago, totally leveled the property. Granted, they had just moved in, they had just moved down there, they had bought the house. It wasn't quite home yet. So they spent a year and a half in a FEMA trailer, like And when I say a camper, I don't mean like a Winnebago. I mean like one of those hitch up to the back of the pickup truck, tiny little campers. They lived in there for a year and a half while they rebuilt their home. And for the past 10 years have been building it to be the home they want to live in. You know, my stepdad is retired there. That is his like forever home. And, you know, we were talking about my grandmother a second ago. They actually built an elevator for my grandmother that she maybe used like twice before she passed away. They didn't need to do that, but she did it because she cared. She did it because she didn't want there to be a chance that grandma could come home and there was no way to get into the house. And now it's all gone, just like that. You know, blink of an eye, suddenly this home that you spent years building and cultivating and hanging pictures and painting and just showing so much love to is completely destroyed by a crazy act of nature. And when I saw the video this morning, it actually kind of broke my heart a little bit, because I know how hard they've worked to build this. And I know there are so many people down there that are just suffering. I mean, a lot of people don't have places to fall back on. You know, that what they had is just gone. But I felt like because of how she raised me, I had to do what I can do in order to try and help. And, you know, I don't have a whole lot of money. I can't just, you know, send her a big old check and say, you know, don't worry about it, we'll rebuild it. But what I can do is I can reach out, you know, and she's very strong, but she's also very stubborn. She's the last person to ever want to ask for help. So despite the fact that she may not like that I do this, I'm doing it for her. I've created a GoFundMe account to try and just ease some of that burden from them, because, I mean, as it stands right now, they're still evacuated, and I don't know if she's going to be able to go back to work. I have no idea what they plan to do because their home is completely destroyed. And, you know, if you know someone down there, help them. Please help them. I mean, this is catastrophic. Like, it's not very often in the US that we see situations where people are just totally out of their homes. You know, I personally kind of dealt with it when Katrina hit, but I had the opportunity to move to Georgia, and my mom, being the selfless person that she is, saw the decision I had. My parents were not together, and I had a choice. I could go move to Georgia with my dad, start a new life and know that I'm taken care of, or stay with my mom in Louisiana where things were just torn to bits. And I chose to move. And she didn't fight. She didn't try to convince me otherwise. She knew that me leaving was the best thing for me. And this was my my prime years. I was like 11. For a mother to let her only child leave the state knowing that she wouldn't get to see me very often, that's really hard for anyone to do. But she knew it was the right choice. She called me all the time. She still calls me all the time. I should call her more. But she's an amazing person. And, you know, if you can't help financially, I understand. Everybody's got their own problems. I'm not out here trying to demonize or anything, you know. But if you can help, or if you know someone who can help, please share this video with them. Because if there's anyone on this earth that deserves to be taken care of, it's her. After all this time she spent taking care of other people, she deserves this. And I need to do what I can to help her. I love you, Mom. You are my hero, and I am so sorry about what happened. And thanks for watching, and please share this video with everybody you know. And hopefully we can do some good for her, because honestly, she deserves it. Thanks.